Is she trying to ingratiate herself to them by showing them how much she loves British afternoon tea and traditions and she's down with the metric? I don't know. Back to the original point I was trying to make, my very important point about the 519 candle. I'm not going to finish reading it because I'm trying to keep it together. You want us to buy a candle that smells of your wedding day. Help me to understand this. It's almost like she's talking about her neighbor's kids. Like, oh yeah, those kids down the street, they like strawberry. My husband's like, it's a little scary. So the As Ever official. This is what I'm going to do. First off, what I'm going to do is let's go over the post where she's got the scone and she's got the spread and she's got the what looks like the clotted cream. This is all very British, you guys. This is all very British. And I love my Brits. I'm an Anglophile. I've told you before, my mom was born in Canada, Manitoba, Canada. My mom is 86, going to be 87 this year. She grew up singing God Save the King for George VI. Her late Majesty's father. So she has instilled a love of the British royal family for me. I love the monarchy. But this is very weird to me. Meghan is a California girl. Meghan is an American. I'm a California girl. I'm an American. Sure, I can get down with the Brits, but I don't get down with Meghan's constant shoving UK type content on us, because what are you trying to do here? She released this on Memorial Day, you guys. Memorial Day in America is all about remembering our fallen veterans. It's basically the equivalent of Remembrance Day in the UK. So I just found it odd. Why are you posting quintessentially British type things on your Instagram grid? And I maybe wouldn't have even made that connection had it not been for that Heart Radio interview that Prince William had given just a few days prior, where the hosts are talking to him rather sweetly about, how do you eat your scones? What do you do? Do you like the jam first? Do you like the cream first? What are you doing? And it was like a cute little banter with him and the hosts. And then immediately we get this on the grid. This is really stalkerish behavior, in my opinion. Maybe it sounds petty. I don't necessarily, mean to be so, but that's just what I thought. I was like, what is she doing? Why doesn't she talk about burgers and hot dogs and a barbecue? Because that's what Americana is, and especially on Memorial Day. We're out observing the day with our families. A lot of people spend time outdoors, swimming, going to the beach, doing stuff, barbecue, stuff like that, while honoring our fallen. But beyond that, okay, fine. What I actually did like was the fact that she actually included a recipe, you guys. She actually included a recipe. And the post says, Memorial Weekend Plans. Baking warm scones topped with our strawberry or raspberry spread, orange blossom honey, and flour sprinkles. Now, it actually looked pretty good to me. They were kind of a little heavy-handed with the cream and the spread and the honey there for me. I mean, I think that's enough for 2 freaking scones, in my opinion. But I was like, okay, gotta give it to her. She's at least showing us what you can do with her products, because that was some of my criticism in the last video where I was talking about what is this brand? Like, what is going on with this? And I'll link that video for you. But the thing that I didn't like, and that my mom pointed out to me actually, was all of the measurements are metric. Okay, who is your audience? Again, Meghan, you are deeply, deeply unpopular in the UK. And here in the States, we use ounces, we use cups, we don't use the metric system. So what is going on here? So everyone here in the States reading this recipe would immediately have to whip out their phone to do some quick last minute calculations on how to convert grams to ounces. I mean, unless you had lived in Europe or, know the metric system by heart and know those conversions in your head. But, most Americans, and I think I can speak for most of us, We don't know off the top of our head. I kind of know a little bit because I lived in London for 2 years. That was where my twins were born, and we've been in Germany here for going on a year. So I kind of know, but even then, I don't know. I got to pull my phone out and be like, okay, what is 50 grams again in ounces? I'm like, this is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. So she gives us the recipe, but in my opinion, too little, too late. Kind of stuff that should have been on her website and on her Instagram grid last year when she unveiled this brand, this crazy, confusing, what the heck is going on with it brand. This is the type of stuff that should have been then, put out then. But then to put it out in the metric measurements, I mean, is there anybody on her team? And you know it's probably some poor unpaid intern that's being beaten with a wet spaghetti noodle every other day. But still, it's like, what is going on here? What is the disconnect? Well, the disconnect is that Meghan she doesn't care. She doesn't care about any of us. She wants to make these little promo videos where she's, leaning up against her pantry and she's sitting on a couch and she's caressing herself. And I talked about that in my last video. But, or she's got this other one now where she's again approaching the pantry and it's all this ASMR stuff. And I don't know if I want to play it on here, but it's like, what is this brand? Like, none of this makes sense. So when you finally do give us a recipe, it's in metric. I can guarantee you nobody in the UK is following As Ever Official and so excited to get a recipe from the Duchess in metric. I mean, what? Her approval rating is so in the toilet. I mean, maybe the 2 people over there from the UK that like Meghan and are following her. And you know what? This is all a travesty of her own making. When you call an entire nation the R word, what do you expect? Is she trying to ingratiate herself to them by showing them how much she loves British afternoon tea and traditions and she's down with the metric? I don't know. I don't understand. And then the other thing that she did on her actual anniversary date, and I don't even remember, what's the actual anniversary date? Is it May 16th? I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. It's the 19th, sorry. Because I'm looking at this picture from As Ever, and it's the one that's the aerial shot looking down on her and Handbag Harold in their carriage. And she's using that image to merch her 519 candle. And it's a signature candle where if you light this candle, hopefully it's got a wick, y'all. But if you buy and light this candle and put it somewhere in your home, this candle is going to transform your home into, okay, and what does she say about it? I'm going to click the link and it's going to take me to her As Ever website. Okay, so this candle, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, this is what I'm talking about when I'm like, maybe you should have more than just an unpaid, beaten with a wet spaghetti noodle intern handling this kind of stuff. Because if you go to her As Ever post that she's using to merch this particular candle. So here's the picture of her and Harry from the air in their wedding carriage, right? You swipe left and then the candle's there. You click on it. And when it takes you to the website, it doesn't take you immediately to the 519 candle. It takes you to the candle number 604, which is apparently what? Her daughter's birthday. But this is what I'm talking about. If you click that link, it should take you directly to the candle that she's talking about in that Instagram post. You guys, this is 101. Can I just tell you, as a content creator, any product that I'm talking about that I think would benefit my audience, I make sure when I'm uploading that it's connected in the video. And if I can't offer a direct link or, I don't have an affiliate code or anything like that, and I always say if something's linked and if I'm, making a small commission, but I will say, hey, I don't have the link, but you can find it at, this website or whatever. You have to make it easy for your customer. And this is just crazy to me. Like, you click that actual link in her post and it doesn't even take you to the right candle. So let me click on the link that says candles on her website and let's find the dang candle. So this is the 519. I had to go in and search in the menu to get this candle. But okay, I need to take a sip because I'm getting way too fired up here. Hold on. Back to the original point I was trying to make, my very important point about the 519 candle, is this one smells like Moroccan mint, cardamom. I can never say that word right. Don't come for me in the comments, please. Find something better to do. And tea leaves. So it's supposedly you light this candle if it's got a wick. Pray that it does to our Lord, that it has a wick. It's love at first light. Number 519 is a feeling of warm sunshine and blue skies surrounded by love and laughter. This signature candle inspired by the ease and joy of the day that holds Meghan's most cherished memories, her wedding day, the 19th. I'm not going to finish reading it because I'm trying to keep it together. You want us to buy a candle that smells of your wedding day. Help me to understand this. Help me to understand this. Apparently, like we talked about earlier, apparently your wedding day was the gateway to the most immense pain and suffering that you've ever experienced, Meghan. So why do you want us to light up a candle in our home to smell like that? It's just... And it even says on here, Meghan's most cherished moments. It's all about her. Why is she building a brand on herself when she's a very divisive personality, when she's a polarizing personality, when so many people don't like her? And I'm not even talking about trolls and haters that just say unnecessarily mean things that are either here nor there. I'm talking about reasoned criticism. People that are like, look, you don't accuse a family and a nation of being ours unless you have proof, unless you have people coming forth saying, yes, this is what happened. I saw, I witnessed. It's just them. It's all their interpretations, their truth, supposed hearsay. It's like, come on. It's like she didn't even supposedly hear it. It was Harry that heard it and related to her. And it's just like, are we in sixth grade here? I don't understand what's going on. And anybody that I've seen on YouTube of color that is specifically even talking about this is like, yes, so what? So what? Lots of mixed race couples. In fact, most of them talk about what's our baby going to look like? Is our baby going to have your green eyes, honey? And, you know, my beautiful dark coffee skin? Like, how's our kid going to, this is normal. This is all normal. Oh, and I'm sorry. Someone in my comments said, you know, don't make the bird hands, you know, like, please, I just can't. Like, I'm sorry. And then some people came after me for, I said irregardless, and someone came after me in the comments for saying it, saying that I reminded them of a character from Mean Girls saying irregardless, and they just can't, and they're not going to watch anymore or something to that effect. And I'm like, well, I looked it up because I'm petty like that. And it's technically a word according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, although it's kind of, it's out of fashion and it's kind of redundant because it essentially means the same thing as regardless. And I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm feeling particularly feisty by people that come at you in the comments for the stupidest crap like that because of like a hand motion or because you mispronounce one word. You know, fair enough, hee ho ho, but it's like, oh, come on, you guys. Find something to do. Find something to do. If I get on here and accuse an entire nation of being the R word with no real proof, just my truth and whatever my, you know, has-been husband says, then you can come after me in the comments. But come on, you guys. I mean, really? And it's not everyone. It's just a few randos in there. But can you see why I'm upset about this? She's building a brand on her identity. And her identity isn't a popular one. She needs to cut this out. My free business advice I gave her last time I talked about her company was just keep it about the products. Keep it about the products. Take your name, take your likeness, all of the imagery that is tied to you off of the website. Take it out of the product descriptions. Take it out of the products themselves. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, Meghan. And the one video, the last video that she's talking about her spreads, her products, just watch this, you guys. Just watch this, okay? And then we'll discuss.
Everyone in my family has a different favorite. My husband loves the raspberry, Lily loves the strawberry. Our twins both, and I like the mango.
One more time. Let's watch this again.
Everyone in my family has a different favorite. My husband loves the raspberry, Lily loves the strawberry. Our twins both, and I like the mango. My husband loves the raspberry, Lily loves the strawberry. Our twins both, and I like the mango.
Did you notice that she's kind of running her words together and talking really, really fast? When she says Lily's name and Archie's name is like, it's like she has marbles in her mouth or something. And she can do better than this, because if you watch that speech she gave in Geneva about social media and children, she's pretty on point. She's almost over articulating every single word and the dramatic pauses. And point being, Meghan knows how to give a speech, y'all. Like, that's one of her favorite things to do, is have a microphone and deliver a speech. Okay. So to hear her just kind of be all mealy, marbly mouth talking about her products and her kids, this is weird. This is all weird. None of this is authentic to me. It's almost like she's talking about her neighbor's kids. Like, oh yeah, those kids down the street, they like strawberry. My husband's like, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. It's a little weird. The other thing I noticed, being Petty Jen here, let's turn the volume down. Being Petty Jen here, the scone post, that's not Meghan's hand. It's not Meghan's hand, because I know Meghan's hand. Meghan has, because she's kind of freckly, she's got freckle sunspot dots all over her hand. So the hand that's in that scone post is not Meghan. Maybe it's the unpaid intern that she beats with a wet spaghetti noodle. That's my opinion. It's just a joke. She doesn't do that. Meghan's a really good boss. She's a really, really nice boss. That was just a joke. Okay. But, allegedly. But not her hand. Not her hand. And you know what? This whole grid is not her either. It's not her either. If she would drop all of this, Lux, Montecito housewife, white kitchen imagery, I'm trying to show you that I'm glamorous and luxurious, and especially with her one-off thing. Oh, and to give you an update, I have to correct something, because I was saying in that video that I was anticipating within a day or a couple hours that she was going to post the black Armani jacket and pants. I don't know if it's the pants were Armani as well, but at the very least, the jacket, I was wondering, I was like, okay, she's going to merch it. She's going to merch it. She didn't officially merch it with pictures of her giving the speech, but someone pointed out to me in my comments that she actually had merched that black Armani jacket in several posts before on One Off. And I think it was when she was in New York with Harold, and I'll post it here so you can see it. But what I was getting at, and I know I'm on a tangent. Hold on, I need a sip. She does this to me. I'm telling you. She needs to drop all of this. And she needs more Tig vibe. But what she needs is more of a mature Tig vibe, kind of like a mid-40, been there, done that, through the ringer, slightly messy mom influencer vibe. That's what she needs to do. She needs to just redo all of it, this whole as ever, and make it kind of like messy wine mom type stuff. And just be real, just be authentic, and just take us in your kitchen. Just show us how you make the jam, Meghan. Just do something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just losing it with this woman. I'm really losing it. And every prayer that I've ever said, it still means something, even though it doesn't seem like it is. It is. It has to be, because she can't keep this up forever. She cannot keep this up forever. At the very least, until the kids get old enough to write their own tell-all, which I will buy in hardcover, soft cover, audio, every format, you name it, I'll buy it, because they're going to need a lot of money for therapy. Okay. So when they write that book, that's going to be their therapy fund. I personally don't believe in therapy. I think you could get more direction, going the spiritual route and getting closer to God, and heck, even talking to a pastor or a priest if you're Catholic. But it's just, she needs to drop this whole thing. She won't. She's going to keep it up. She's going to continue. The summer's just ramping up, you guys. So just, I would say, look forward to a bunch of pictures of her in sunglasses. Huge hats are coming. She's a fan of the huge hats. She loves a big hat. So she's going to be in the gardens. She's going to be on the beach. She's going to be showing us pictures holding up glasses of her wine, picnic baskets, showing her spread, all that good stuff. So get ready, get geared up. The summer's coming. There's going to be a lot of great content coming from Meghan, hot and fresh. Can't wait.
Everyone in my family has a different favorite. My husband loves the raspberry, Lily loves the strawberry. Archie's both. And I like the mango.
Not for my personal account.
Really?
No. For my personal account?
Yeah.
No.
Really? Really?
No.
Yeah.
No.
My personal account?
Yeah.
No.
Really? Well, that's the one we're all following.
Well, good.
That's
a
the
lot
one
of
that
you're
we're
following
like,
as ever.
just
too.
dropped.
No,
No, I